Officials across the state are indicating that the Sunday closing laws are both confusing and hard to enforce. It's been tested recently in Huntsville and in Florence, Alabama. Del Champ's grocery store in Montgomery tested it several months ago. 11 employees were arrested. The maximum fine imposed was $200 and a 6-month jail sentence. That was overturned, however, when it was appealed to circuit court, and Judge Embry ruled that grocery stores could remain open if no more than 3 employees were on duty. In Prattville, the scenario has been somewhat different. Federal Judge Varna stopped District Attorney Glenn Curley altogether from enforcing the blue law almost 2 years ago.
Yes, back, I guess it was the latter part of 72 or the early months of 1973, when Grants moved into Prattville and employed a great number of individuals, and they, of course, remained open on Sunday. It was then that the group of ministers in Prattville and other interested citizens approached me on enforcing the blue law. And we wrote them, that is the managers, I believe, of the IGA grocery store and Grant's department store, and told them that they were going to have to close on Sunday, or it wouldn't be necessary for us to follow the law. They did not close on Sunday, and as a result, many arrests were made, and the lawyers for these 2 particular companies went into federal court, and Judge Varna ruled that the sheriff and I were discriminatory in enforcing the law, and enjoined us from further prosecution.
This was not a ruling of unconstitutionality.
No, he did not rule on the constitutionality of the law itself, but on the way and the manner in which it was being enforced. And of course, there's no way under the present law to enforce it, as I see it, without being discriminatory.
The interesting difference in Montgomery and Prattville is that because of the court rulings, in Montgomery, grocery stores can open on Sunday, but in Prattville, grocery stores and department stores can open. And there can be this difference under the law because of the differences in population. An interesting thing here in Prattville is that Grant's, the very department store that tested the blue law, has just recently gone out of business. Department stores in Montgomery haven't tested the blue law. We asked Chief W.T. Sheriff what would happen in Montgomery if a department store did decide to test the blue law.
We would have to enforce the law and make an arrest and take it into court.
Are you acting on someone's calling in now, or are you acting on your own patrol and checking? What kind of basis are you using?
We make routine checks, as I say, every Sunday on stores, and but we will only act really upon information which we receive from the public or possibly other competitors. If they inform us that a place of business is opening on Sunday that would be in violation of the Sunday closing laws, then we will check it, and if they're found to be open, a case will be made.
And arrest would be made of the people who were then working at the store on that day? We
would try to limit the arrest to the manager and our assistant manager or whoever was in charge. That we have not up until this point and do not anticipate arresting all employees of any store. We don't feel that is really necessary.
There is no doubt that the Sunday closing law is controversial. One official said that the state legislature should either update and clarify it or abolish it completely. One sage said that it's called the blue law because there's so many holes in it you can see the sky. This is Ivy Berman reporting for Composite.